because you want to be able to put more money on the table, and it also slows. It's really the spread between them that's either growing or shrinking. So this is a 5-year weekly. Let me bring it in now on 9 months. Can you see the outperformance here compared to there? That spread has narrowed. Conversely, when gold went down and GDX went down, this went down a lot more. So what you're doing is you're taking a faster move against a slower move, and you're going to trade in and out of that thing based on surges and pullbacks, all the while thinking that the spread itself is going to narrow. And that's what a spread trade is. So, you know, there was, I think, a little confusion about what it is. I thought it would be interesting to just explain it to you, but that's essentially it in a nutshell. Okay, so let's, I don't see any questions up here. Let me flip over and take a few minutes to look at the foreign markets. Let's see what Europe did right quick and see if there's anything cooking there. So let's start with the CACs, because Europe was trying to push up to all-time highs, right? They were trying to get up to their highs, and the CACs are still hanging, just like us. So that high 40.72, got underneath it and closed underneath it, just barely. So that's a negative. Had you closed over it, that would have been a positive, right? You test it, you retest it. You know, you broke out here on Friday, you retest, regenerate, but you don't really quite have the regeneration yet because you're still under the high. So that's kind of a negative, actually. So let's see what the FTSE is. Now, FTSE has been weaker and still is, and they're at resistance and they look to fail, so that's still a negative. How about the DAX? Don't have my volumes the last 2 days. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so we'll have to play it blind without the volume. 8355, 8359, 8374. Well, that's a hard call. This one's kind of up in the air. You had a long tail today, though. So that was down deep today, almost down to the bottom. But they shot it back around just like our markets did. That looks kind of like the IWM if you think about it. Looks to me like it's going to try to push a little bit higher. So CACs failed. FTSE doesn't tell us any. DAX wants to trade a little higher. So just like here, everything's confused. Hong Kong was up big off the Chinese news. Hong Kong's going for the highs, got the volume too. So this is going to carry 22,273, 22,283, and you close just underneath it, but you're pushing it with volume. That's going to push on up. So this is going to go for the 22,582, and you may do it tonight. Let's see if Taipei was able to get anything going. Their chip sector, they didn't. Volume was low. It was an inside day. This